Hello, my name is Chelsea Stiles. First of all, I would like to thank you for meeting with me today for this interview. Now, a little bit about myself. I'm a junior communications major, entrepreneurship minor at Temple University. I entered Temple University in 2009 as a bio-pre-dental major, but after taking a business law class that spring semester, I realized that I wanted to change my major to one where I can openly communicate and convey messages from one group of people to another on more of a business professional level. I thoroughly enjoyed the attitudes of everyone in my business class, especially because I felt a strong sense of the competencies amongst my classmates and hyper-competition to succeed that I did not feel from my science courses. The ideas, values, and beliefs that my professor and classmates shared with me helped me to increase my own self-awareness and made me realize that passion is a key factor for becoming successful. Through this, I have especially learned from my 2 jobs this year. I recently turned 21 and I am employed at Fieldhouse Sports Bar as a bartender and J. Crew as a head sales associate. I thoroughly love both of my jobs and I enjoy spending time at work. I feel this is because I work in a vibrant and supportive atmosphere. Although there is a clear hierarchy in both businesses, everyone fosters respect for one another, includes all employees, and we all speak in an open and honest dialogue. Whether you're a manager, business partner, or simply a dishwasher at Fieldhouse, you are all treated equally. After recently reading an article by Sarah Morgan in the Wall Street Journal that focused on 10 things that employees should not do, I really learned a lot about a lot of problems that are almost inevitable to avoid in the workplace. For example, a boss who wants to be everybody's buddy. I would agree that this is a problem, and that is why hierarchy is important. The article stated that managers may want to be viewed as just a part of the team, but workers are not always going to be confident with that, and they are conscious that they are speaking with their boss and not their peer. It was also mentioned that one of the biggest challenges on social networking sites are whether or not you accept people from different levels of the hierarchy. The journal really gave me good insight regarding what to do in a professional place of employment. I enjoy the hierarchy culture at J. Crew because my managers help me to grow. They instruct me continuously on how to build intrinsic motivators and are always showing me opportunities that I can learn and apply outside of the workforce. I'm passionate about completing a task to the best of my abilities and have a great sense of obligation when it comes to satisfactorily completing something. I am passionate about what I do. When it comes to J. Crew, whether it be picking out an outfit for someone or Fieldhouse preparing a meal and bringing someone drinks. For example, the other day at J. Crew I had to prepare an outfit for my professor who came in to visit, Dr. Weiss. What I did was I went into the store, asked her what she wanted, fulfilled her needs, and then at the end I let her know of a special discount that professors get. She said I was very helpful and thanked me for my time. The following day in class, Dr. Weiss let me know that I was extremely knowledgeable about the products that I sell and that I have a genuine interest in assisting the customers with their needs, and I am also really easy to relate and talk to. These 3 qualities are what I believe have led me to achieve the accomplishments that I have this far and be amongst the top 20% or even higher of my peers. Ultimately, these factors will help me to accomplish even bigger dreams that I have for my immediate and long-term future. One significant accomplishment that I achieved in my life was a job that I was offered 2 summers ago. I wanted to live in Philadelphia for the summer after my freshman year, but I could not do so unless I found a job to support myself. After applying to countless retail stores, I had a group interview with Express at Liberty Place, where I was interviewed with 9 other potential employees. This group interview was only conducted after weeding out over 400 applicants for the job. 2 weeks later, I found out that I was selected as one of 2 employees and was offered the job. Although this was my first time ever working in retail, I seemed to be a quick learner. I believe this was so because I understood my responsibilities, and I also agreed with the mission and vision that Express exuded and was confident in what we sold, what we stood for, and what we did as a company. I worked with a high-performance team and performed beyond all reasonable expectations, and I especially know this now after working in another retail store that same summer. Although getting the job was an accomplishment in and of itself because I stood out amongst so many other applicants, I also felt accomplished when I had been working there for only 1 month and sold the highest sale ever in the history of Express at Liberty Place. My boss was very thrilled with me, and I believe it made me stand out and prove that I was dedicated, knowledgeable, and passionate about my work. I helped a woman for nearly 3 hours and built outfits from the bottom up for her, just as I was instructed to do so in my training. We easily engaged with one another, and that is what helped that she bought an immense amount of clothing. After the sale was made, a few weeks later, I had a plaque sent to the store declaring my big business award, and my boss proudly hung it over his desk. After working at Express for nearly a year, a recruiter from next door at J. Crew at Liberty Place came into our store. After watching how I interacted with customers, she realized that I was very qualified for the job. Although I felt empathy towards Express, our hierarchy was starting to diminish within a little bit of time after that, and two of my main managers were transferred to a newly renovated Express at King of Prussia. This now made me feel like I worked for a team of people who were lacking legitimate power. I did not know how information was being translated anymore amongst my managers, and by the time it reached me, I felt that it was filtered. Therefore, I accepted J. Crew's job offer, which also increased my hourly wage by $3 plus commission, which I did not earn at Express. After weighing the benefits, I once again felt accomplished. I am satisfied now at J. Crew because it is so simple to succeed when you have a thorough upward communication and a high-performance team to work with. It is hard to pinpoint only one thing that I have learned this semester. However, there is one assignment that stands out in my mind because it was such a large portion of our class. Through being a member of Prestige Worldwide, our group for a project which focused on a music artist, Adele, I realized that the absolute importance of a team leadership and the urgency of sharing a common purpose, holding each member both individually and collectively responsible for goals, and each having a specific skill to bring to the table. I also learned about the importance of having an agreed-on process for working together. I have never worked academically in a group with more than 5 other peers, so it was difficult yet new and exciting to work with a group of 10. Although we learned about the different types of leaders in the classroom and through our textbook, the group project actually allowed me to visually see the types of leaders that exist. Some of us were transactional leaders and wanted to follow a traditional approach, while others wanted to actively seek an extraordinary vision for the final outcome of our project and acted in a transformational leadership style. Despite our different leadership views, we all remained task-oriented. We all knew what we wanted to achieve, and we all wanted the same possible outcomes. And we wanted to ensure that everyone worked to the fullest of their ability. Because of this, we never once experienced groupthink. I am very proud of my group, Prestige Worldwide, and I learned what it was to be a member of a successful group with a lot of passion in order to reach the best end result possible. Although there were some complications, such as finding time in which all of us can gather as one to work collectively, and for getting a final clip to our group members' presentation at the end project, we were so thorough in every aspect of our project that it was almost unnoticeable in the final project video. And we were all very pleased with our final grade and presentation comments. After completing this project, I truly feel that myself and the other members that I worked with fit the title of the top 20% that we learned about at the start of this semester. We knew that no one had the power to make us successful but ourselves, and that is exactly why we worked as diligently and as passionately as we did. I learned that every day matters on the path to success. You need to start now, and you need to work as hard as you can day after day if you truly want to be amongst the top 20% of your peers.